Hello my wonderful friends, Megas with you again today. And today I want to talk about our next step. I want to read a little something out of our sacred text that I think will open your eyes to what's going on in the world around us. As we get into this reading, the evil spirit in this passage has just seen the light across the void, and it's his nature to head out and strike and try to smite and destroy it. But when he gets there, he realizes the light is too powerful for him. Good spirit then offers him peace, but the destructive spirit refuses it, and it goes something like this. But the destructive spirit cried out, I shall not go forth, nor shall I give aid to thy creation, nor shall I give praise to thy creation, nor shall I agree with thee to any good thing, but I shall destroy thee in thy creation forever and ever. Yea, I shall incline all thy creatures to hatred of thee and love of me. Do you see that in the world today? Do you see God haters that love evil? They refuse the they refuse the good spirit, and they receive the evil spirit. It was hard to say that because it's so against my thinking. But that is what we see in the world. A good example of this, I was thrown out of high school for preaching out of this little orange book, talking about the Christ mind, being one with God, being one with love, life, peace, joy, and kindness. I was thrown out of high school for that. If you have come up through the school system, I'm sure you have seen worse things than that on your campus. There was even a satanic Bible in our library, and I brought it to their attention, and they mocked me. But if I pulled out this, it infuriated them. The evil spirit's plan, as he just said here, is to get people to hate God and to love him. How has he done that? He has twisted the image of God. He has people believing that God hates and wars and kills and judges. And if your baby's got cancer, that God put it on it to teach you a lesson. But people won't come out and just say they hate God because they have enough fear that's been planted into them that they don't dare blaspheme, because they don't want to not only suffer a hell in this life, but then to suffer a hell in the next life. The evil spirit has blinded the eyes, deafened the ears, so that you don't even know what's up or down, what's good or bad. That is our message, my wonderful friends. No one else is teaching this. The all-good spirit, the message of the Magi. Here's a little shocker for you. We are the Calvary. There's only a few 100,000 of us, and there's billions of people in the world, and no one else is teaching this. I was grown up in the church with around so-called godly men with huge churches. Okay? The person, I don't want to use names, but the person that took over as spiritual leader and pastor of my parents' business, he has completely ostracized me from the business that I grew up in. When I first came out with my books and handed them out to everyone, everyone loved them, said they were great. He stepped in and said, you can no longer hand those out. And he disciplined the ones that were. And now they all had a change of mind. My books are bad now. They can't think for themselves. Funny thing also about this so-called prophet, if you go to the mansion where he has a room, on his door is a little hanger, and it says room of the prophet, but it's spelt with a F, like profit money, because that is what they are after. They shun the true prophet to get the profit. Okay? It's funny how we have been so deceived by the evil spirit. He has presented us a God that loves and hates, that is at peace and war, that murders children and women and men and animals. It is so confused that nobody knows what's going on. But we have come with a message. It is not a coincidence that you have come to the message of the Magi. It is not a coincidence that we are sharing this time and space together right now. It was meant to be. We chose to come to time space for this time to get out this message. I shudder to think of the thought, if all there is just a few 100,000 of us, what is it going to take for the world to come back to Asha? The world does come back to Asha. The world will be run again by the government of God that is in man, that divine spark. But if people won't come and change, what is it going to take? We must give all we have to this message right now. If you are with me, I'm going to ask you, as I do every time, I need you guys to do something with me. Yesterday I asked you to share the message of the Magi. We are at 990 views. I checked it this morning. We're at 997 views. That is a little discouraging. I know who did share, and I thank you, and I'm proud of you, and I appreciate you. Many people have walked away from us. Let them go. They were never a part of us anyway. Okay? Listen to me. This is important. The most important thing you can do is create Asha in your world. The world will be saved. How that comes about, we shall see. But you can save your life, your family, by accepting this message and living in Asha. God is all good. He's the highest principle of good. I know I say this every time, but I want you to hear my voice in your head all the time. And I want it to come out when you're speaking to other people. And you'll be speaking His words, not even realizing that you had memorized them. God is all good. He doesn't hate, kill, or destroy His creatures. He doesn't war. He is the highest principle of good, and He has no attributes of the evil spirit. 2, we come into alignment with that all good spirit through the Christ mind, accepting the life of Jesus into us. Being love, being peace, being kind, being light. And as I've taught you, when you're light, darkness can't come in. When your health, sickness, and disease can't come in. When your love, fear, and hate, and doubt can't come in. And thirdly, we create Asha in our world. Heaven on earth, God's perfect thought and idea, the way it's created, the way it, in truth, is. My wonderful friends, I love you so much, and I'm grateful for you. But I need you to check your motives. What is your motive for following me? What is your motive for wanting to share this message, to be a part of this? Is it to get profit, money? Is it to get fame? What is your motive? It needs to come from inside, that you just are good spirit. You have become one with good spirit. You have created peace and Asha in your heart and in your family and in your home. And what else can you do but when you go out, love and be kind and joyful and create Asha in your atmosphere, because that's what you are. That's what I'm going to ask you to do today. And then if you feel led, share the video, Megas message of the Magi. But all that matters right now, my friends, is that you get your heart and your family in line, in order, and the rest will come. Then I won't have to ask you to share the message, because it will just bubble out of you and there'll be no stopping it. Praise God. I love you guys. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.